Hello students, I welcome to all of you to this session of fluid machinery. Dear students, myself Dhiraj Mondal, Assistant Professor, JS College of Engineering. Today I am going to discuss about the specific speed of turbine. So last class we discussed about the draft tube, where we have seen that what is the theory of draft tube and related numerical was discussed. And under this hydraulic turbine part, this is the 29 number lecture, specific speed. So what is specific speed? Specific speed, basically it is defined as the speed of the turbine which is identical in shape, geometrical dimension, blade angle and gate opening. Okay, so basically it is defined as the speed of the turbine which is identical in shape, geometrical dimension and gate opening and blade angle with the actual turbine. Okay, that means it is basically used for design purpose. If you want to manufacture a turbine, let us consider you want to get 1000 kilowatt of power for the turbine. So first of all, make a model, and after that with that make a model with that with the help of this model you can manufacture the large scale turbine. So basically the specific speed, if you determine the specific speed of that model, if it is same, then it will be identical in nature. That means a unit power, your unit work that are and power and efficiency, all these unit head, okay, that will be same. For that means first of all you just develop a small turbine, and based on the, if you just calculate the specific speed, if specific speed is let us consider 500, okay, then you just in a large scale you just may manufacture that turbine, you will get same specific speed and the same efficiency will be delivered by that turbine. Okay, so it is basically used for design purpose. Clear? Now basically the specific speed, how we can calculate. So you know that overall efficiency is equal to what? Shaft power by water power. Shaft power by water power. Now shaft power, if I am considering P, and water power we can write rho G Q H by 1000, isn't it? And you know the variable, what are the variable that you have to determine. You know that if I am calculating the power, so power is equal to, we can write overall efficiency into rho G Q H by 1000. Okay. Now where rho is what? Density of the water, G is the gravitational constant, Q is the discharge, H is the head, and W eta naught is equal to overall efficiency. Clear? Now we know that rho G, okay, efficiency, these are the constant terms. So power is basically proportional to Q into H, because if you are changing the discharge, if you are changing the head, you will get the, that means the power will be varying. Okay, so the variable is your discharge and head only, and rest of the parameter, it is, these are constant. So that is why I can write rho P power proportional to Q into H. Is it clear? Now I have to replace this Q with respect to some different tools. Okay, so let us see. You know that V is U is equal to you know that root over 2gh, sorry, the V is equal to root over 2gh. So V is equal to root over 2gh means V proportional to root over h. Can I write this? And as you know the blade velocity, if you are increasing the velocity of the nozzle, the blade velocity also proportional. So that is why U is proportional to V. Can I write this? So if U is proportional to V and V is proportional to root over h, then we can easily write U is proportional to root over h, because root over h is proportional to V. V is the absolute velocity of the jet and U is the velocity of the wheel. Clear? Now u is equal to already again we know pi dn by 60. Now pi dn by 60 means u is proportional to dn. U is proportional to dn because pi and your 60 it is constant. So we can write u is proportional to dn or u is proportional to root over h. So from these two equation what I can write, root over a is proportional to root over dn. So d proportional to root over h by n. This is the equation number 5. Okay, so in the equation you can see d is proportional to root over, because it is needed when you are putting this value, when q is equal to area into velocity and area is equal to pi by 4 d square, you know. So we will be putting this value here. Okay, so up to this it is clear. D is proportional to root over h by n and p is proportional to root over p is proportional to q into h. Now come to the next point. If q is equal to area into velocity and area is what? Area is equal to pi by 4 d square, we know, or area is proportional to your b into d, because if you are considering a reaction turbine, then your area is what? Pi d1 b1 into vf1. Can I write this? So basically this area is pi d1 b1. So q is proportional to d into b. Can I write this? So that is written here, and as we know that d is proportional to b, so that is why area is proportional to d square. So up to this it is clear. Again I am telling you, area is equal to pi into d into b into vf. So this is your area. Now sorry, this is your discharge. Now area is equal to this is your area, and area is equal to d into b. That means area is proportional to d into b. B is what? Breadth of the breadth, and d is the your depth or diameter, you can say. That means again I'm writing. So for in case of reaction turbine, let us consider this is your d. Now how we can calculate the area? Area is equal to 2 pi r into breadth. So 2 pi r means it can be written as pi into d, because pi r is equal to d. So this is the circumference into breadth. So that is why this pi into d into b. Okay, we can write. So area is equal to area proportional to b into d, and as b proportional to d, so we can write area proportional to d square, and velocity is proportional to root over a is already you have seen. So q is proportional to what? Area into velocity, and area proportional to d square, and velocity proportional to root over h. Now put the value of d. We know that in this last slide we have seen the value of d is your root over h by n. So put the value of d, that is your root over h by n the whole square into root over h. So ultimately the equation is coming root h to the power 3 by 2 by n square. So I think it is clear. Now come to the next point. The p is proportional to what? P is proportional to q into h. Now q already I have got. Q I have got h to the power 3 by 2 by n square into h. Okay, so ultimately p is proportional to what? H to the power 5 by 2 by n square. Can I write this? So if p is the power is proportional to h to the power 5 by 2 by n square, then if I am just changing the proportionality, what I can write? P is equal to k. When you are just removing out this proportionality, you have to take a constant, that is your k, into h to the power 5 by 2 by n square. Now remember, specificity, basically it is defined that for unit power and unit head, what the efficiency, what the speed you are getting, that is called your specific speed. That is coming from the definition of the specific speed. So if I am putting p is equal to 1, if I am putting h is equal to 1, so what we will get? The n square will be n square is, and that means at that time again we have got P is equal to K into, we have got P is equal to K into h to the power 5 by 2 by n square. Now, what is the definition of specific speed? When unit power and unit height, whatever the speed we are getting, that ns, that is your ns. So what we can write, if you are writing P is equal to 1, so 1 is equal to K into 1 to the power 5 by 2 by ns square. Because at that time when this unit height and unit power is taken, then at that time the whatever the speed we are getting, that is called your specific speed. So from this equation, K can be written as ns square. So put the value in the equation, put the value in this equation. You know, this is your K is equal to ns square. I think it is clear. Now put the value of ns square, K, in the equation. So P is equal to ns square into root over h to the power into h to the power 5 by 2 by ns square. So ns square is this, and ultimately if I am calculating, then ns can be written as n root P by h to the power 5 by 4. Okay, when root over the sign is coming out, okay, neglected, then you will be getting this. That means remove, when root over is removed, then n root P by h to the power 5 by 4. So this is your ultimately equation. Specific speed of a turbine is equal to n root P by h to the power 5 by 4. Now remember, if the specific speed is from 8.5 to 30, then it is called Pelton. Then it will be, you can say it is your Pelton wheel with single jet. If it is your 30 to 50, okay, then it is called your 2 or more jet for Pelton wheel with 2 or more jet. If it is your 51 to 225, then it is called Francis turbine. If it is your 255 to 860, then it will be called Kaplan turbine or propeller turbine. So remember, in this table you can see, based on this you can assume, that means you can see say which type of turbine it is. Okay, Pelton wheel with single jet 8.5 to 30, 30 to 35, 51 Pelton wheel with 2 or more jet, 51 to 225 Francis turbine, 255 to 860 Kaplan or propeller turbine. That means this numerical, if you see this numerical, a develop power is given, the head is given, okay, h is given, rpm speed is given. Calculate the specific speed of the turbine and state the type of the turbine. So specific speed formula, we know that specific speed what is equal to n root over P by h to the power 5 by 4. So put the value, n is equal to 135, P is equal to 7225. So remember, this power is in kilowatt. Okay, don't write it in watt. So 7225 kilowatt by h is equal to 25 meter. So if you are getting the value, let us consider if you are getting the value 125. So if this ns is equal to, let us consider 125, then it will be coming under this part. So it is your Francis turbine. Okay, so this is your homework assignment, the specific speed derivation and this numerical. Solve it in your home. Then we will be meeting in the next lecture, next class. Thank you for listening. Jai Hind.